Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're back. If you don't know me, my name is JD Savage. I'm a high six-figure affiliate marketer, and what I do is I teach people to make money here on YouTube, on my channel, Imperfect Millionaires, and that's my channel as well as my business. So specifically what I do is I take platforms in the affiliate marketing arena, I vet those platforms, I make money with those platforms, and then I build out series and or courses, whatever you want to call them, and I put them here for free on my YouTube channel. I don't sell you a course. I show you exactly what I did to make money so that you can replicate my results. And I show you exactly what I did that maybe didn't make some money so you can avoid doing those things and hopefully avoid some of the expense that you might be out if you did the same things that don't work, right? So what we're doing here today is I'm making this video, and it's kind of a trial video, right? Like, you know, I'm just kind of sending up a balloon here to see if this works. I've made some videos in the past where I talked a little bit about mindset, but I kind of skimmed over. Really, I didn't dive deep into it. And most recently, I started asking people kind of like, do you want me to dive deeper into it? And so I have this idea to make a different series, and this would be the first video of that series if you like it. And if you don't like it, then it's going to flop and I won't create it anymore. But what I'm thinking about doing is making this video, and I'll label it Wired for Success, right? Or Wired to Win, sorry, Wired for Success. Why did I say that? Oh, I know why, because that's one of the things I considered, but I'm thinking Wired to Win, right? And it'll all be about mindset and the mindset required to be successful in most anything. Affiliate marketing, sure, but can you use it for anything? Absolutely. So why would I say I want to create these videos? Well, because it's something I'm very passionate about. I've spent the last 29 years as a life strategies and a mindset coach, and I've worked with a whole lot of people, right? Pretty much all walks of life that you can imagine. And really my objective with this type of thing is to simplify it to the degree that I can. Some of it gets a little bit complex, but I try to avoid going down rabbit holes. You know, I'm not all about, you know, the inner child stuff and all that. I'm aware of it. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about reducing things to the ridiculous, to the point where you can see what's in front of you and you're like, hey, why do I even believe that? It's just a waste of my time. You just move to the side, you make a different decision, and you move forward. So we'll see how this video goes, like I said, okay? If you like this kind of content, drop me a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, tick the bell icon so you're notified when any new videos are released. If you came here because you were looking for specific content on affiliate marketing, well, that would be here. These are series on that specifically and how you can do everything I've done and replicate my results, like I said. But that's not what this video is about. So if this video isn't for you, I completely understand. I would like some feedback. Let me know what you think about it. If it completely sucks, cool, I'm okay with that. If you're into it, let me know that too, and we'll continue, okay? So like I said, this is kind of a trial balloon to see how it goes. But where I would start with this video, with this first video in this series, is I would start with the basic concept of mindset, right? Everybody says, oh, mindset, mindset, mindset. What I'm not talking about, to be clear, is looking in the mirror and going, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful, I'm excellent, I'm, you know, nothing wrong with that if you're into it, that's cool. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking things from a simple standpoint, like right here. What is mindset? Where does it come from? Where'd you get your mindset? Where'd you get your beliefs? Why do you believe what you believe? Why are people so entrenched in a belief system that they will literally die for that belief system? But if you took that same person and they were born in a different country, in a different time zone, right? They would believe something different, most likely. You understand? So for us to have that strong of a belief system that this is right and this is the only thing that's right, look, I'm not here to mess with anybody or upset anybody, but I am here to get you to challenge the concept of your belief system, right? Because here's why. If your belief system doesn't support what you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have, you're never going to have it. And if you do get it, the possibility is really, really, really strong that you're going to lose it if you don't adopt your belief system to suit what it is that you want to be, do, and have, okay? So to clarify that, what I'm not saying rationalize. I'm saying from a logical standpoint, can you right now, if you consider it, think of maybe just a couple beliefs that you hold, not Superman giant beliefs, but just a couple beliefs that you hold that really don't support you, right? And nobody needs to know what those are. Those are private. You can keep them to yourself. But can you think of a few, right? I can think of a few, and I'll share something with you guys. I keep a running list of my insecurities, right? It sounds crazy, but I'll get new ones, and sometimes I don't even realize I have them. It's like, oh, and I'll say something, and it's definitely not something I totally believe, but I'm rationalizing so that I can avoid doing something or going somewhere or being something. And I'll write it down. I'll be like, wow, where'd that come from? I didn't even realize that was a thing, right? So I just keep that list, and I work on it. You know, as I go through my life, I work on it. For a lot of people, it's this right here, you know, turning the camera on and talking to it, or standing on a stage and talking in front of people, the possibility that you might be judged, right? We'll go into all that later, but that's not really what I want to touch on right now. What I want to touch on specifically is social narrative. Okay, and that's a label that I give it. You can call it whatever you want. You don't have to go with my names, but it would be helpful for just the purposes of these videos if we're going to continue doing this. What is social narrative? Well, to me, It's all of the rules, all of the concepts, all of the beliefs that are handed down from generation to generation to generation. I think some of those are practical. I think some of those are helpful. Don't do harm to others, all those types of things, right? Moral beliefs. Sure, I think they're great. But I've been told a lot of things from people that didn't really serve me, that really didn't serve who I wanted to be and how I wanted to be. They definitely didn't serve me sitting here talking to this camera right now. That's for sure. I can tell you that much. So what happens? Well, I started looking for other ways that people behave outside of my group, outside of that geographic area that I lived in. I started looking outside of that and thinking, well, wait a minute. If this is the rules and this is how you're supposed to be, how come these people over here do this, right? And I know this all sounds really simple, but it's your ability to start questioning your own beliefs that matters. Because without that, I can give you all the tools in the world. And if you don't use them because they don't suit your system, then what good are they, right? What good is a contractor if he shows up at your house and he sits in his truck with all of his tools in the back of it? Nothing happens. Same here, guys. You can have all the tools in the world. You can read all the books in the world. But if you're not willing and open to the idea of challenging your own narrative, your own rules, your own blueprint, whatever you want to label it that makes you understand and feel comfortable with the idea that beliefs, blueprint, again, whatever you want to call it, is adjustable, then we're just, as they say, pissing in the wind, right? Nothing's going to change. So let's take a look at it. Social narrative. Where's it come from? As I said, it's handed down. So previous generations lived their life, did their thing, and they were obviously given from their previous generation, and down it goes. So I have so many people, and this is what spurs this, that I've talked to in my lifetime, and even now, in affiliate marketing. So is this applicable everywhere? Like I said, yeah. Specifically, I'm going to gear this at affiliate marketing because that's what we're talking about here on this channel. But you could use this everywhere. You should use this everywhere. It'll expand your life, your ability, your capacity, your relationships, everything about it. It'll just make for a happier life. Being willing to challenge what you think is 100% right. So on down it goes, right? So here's my take on that. Consider the source. Okay, consider the source. I mentioned this, I think, in yesterday's video that I made. Different series, but similar concept. Where did it come from, right? Who are you asking? Who are you asking? A lot of times, affiliate marketing, perfect example. People start affiliate marketing, they go out to people, they're like, oh, yeah, I tried that. Who are these people? And what have they accomplished? I don't mean to be so aggressive about it, but frankly, it matters, right? Who are they? And what have they done in their life? And do you want your life to be anything like theirs? And if the answer is no, then the best thing you can do, and I'm going to be as blunt as I can, is shut up. Don't say a word. You don't need their approval. You don't need their permission. And you do not need somebody that's going to grind on you, that's never done much, to tell you how to do something. It's just a silly idea, right? But because we have people like that close to us, and I still do, right? I know lots of people like that. But I never go ask them, well, hey, should I make this video for my YouTube channel? Because they're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. Because they haven't done the homework to even realize that the things I'm talking about have bearing, right, on people's accomplishments. Right? Maybe they've seen a book, read a book, done a little here and there, but they never really believed it. Those are just words to them. If you can't tell what I'm saying to you right now, these aren't just words to me. This is in me. It's become part of me over the last 30 years. That's why it matters so much to me that people understand it. Not because I want to be right. Not because I want you to say, oh my God, yeah, you really read. No, this isn't really new information, guys. Most of what you're going to hear on most channels, in most books, has been said in one form or another. I'm just hoping that I can communicate to you in a way where the way I say it, maybe I can simplify it, that it registers with you, that all of your beliefs are just that. They're just yours. That's it. They're only yours, right? Even the same belief about a topic isn't identical from person to person. Understand? So that being said, all I'm really out to accomplish with this video, and I don't want it to be too long of a video, I just want to introduce the concept of where I'm going with this and see if people give a damn. And if you don't, that's cool. That's all right. If you do, let me know. Yeah, let's continue this. Hey, let's expand on this. But bottom line, I'm looking to start with just the concept of social narrative, where your beliefs come from, why you believe what you believe in. Are you willing to challenge those in order to have a happier life, in order to feel more fulfillment, right? So I'll give you kind of a broad overview of where you go with that. So once you start doing that, it starts making you question things. And then you start looking at things like, well, wait a minute, why do I even bother believing this? It's just kind of silly. It's just keeping me locked in this box where I can't really step outside of it because, for example, like I said earlier, I'm afraid that people will judge me. I'm here to tell you they're already judging you. They're already talking about you. That's the way it is. That's life, right? That's what people do. They talk about other people. Most people. Not all, but most. And so guess what? They're already talking about you. Why don't you give them something to talk about? You understand? where I'm going with this? A lot of people start affiliate marketing, as I mentioned, and they're like, oh yeah, they talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to this person, talk to that. Oh yeah, that's never going to work. Get outside of that circle. Get outside of that group. Get outside of that tribe and start looking for people, for examples that have done what you want to do, that have been where you want to be. And those people, here's the interesting thing you're going to find about those people. If you ask me, I'll tell you how to do it and how to go about it and try to help you find the best way for you, because maybe my way isn't perfect for you, but maybe we can take some of what I've done, some of what I know other people have done, and we can massage it and make it right. See, you're never going to call me and get a negative response. I don't care if you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're selling big boats, cars, houses, airplanes, I can probably help you, because all of it starts right here. Does that make sense? So if you're watching this and wondering, like, why is this guy even putting this on this channel? That's why. So if it doesn't make sense to you, then cool, that's fine. But if it does make sense to you, what I'm saying, like I said, let me know, okay? I'm curious. I'm curious how this is going to go. Is it just going to sink right to the bottom of the ocean and there'll never be any more? Or do people want to know more about it? Let me know. I'm interested. So that's kind of my introduction for today, is consider social narrative, consider where the rules come from, consider if you really just want to just grab those and just be like, no, that's what I believe, that's what I believe. If that's your case, then I don't know what to tell you, right? You're kind of stuck where you're at, because those things are going to lock you in that place. If you're willing to challenge that, and I want to clarify again, I'm not talking about morals and, doing things you shouldn't do, none of that kind of stuff. I'm just talking about beliefs that keep you stuck. Are you willing to challenge those? If yes, give me a yes in the comments, or you can always shoot me a text. My number's always below all my videos, and let me know if you guys want to extrapolate on this, and we will, okay? I will look forward to hearing from you guys, or not, and I'll get my answer, and we'll go from there. I appreciate you watching and taking the time and putting up with me in this video, and I will see you in the next one.